let's talk about the characteristics of successful fundraising within the Catholic Church. So I'm going to walk you through 3 characteristics that I'm seeing myself. These characteristics come not just from what I'm doing with my fundraising, but as well, so I'm teaching other Catholic organizations. I'm teaching lay apostolates and religious orders, parishes, schools, and lay individuals as well. So these are more or less the 4 categories that I'm doing. I've also worked at a diocese, and these are the 3 characteristics that I'm going to be sharing with you that will pretty much say if you're doing them, you're going to be successful, because these are the characteristics that I'm seeing connected across all of them that show that they're successful. And I want to share them with you because you might be thinking, hey, I'm not that successful with my fundraising, or I want to be more successful. What can I do? Now, being successful with fundraising doesn't necessarily mean having a specific appeal letter, writing in a significant way, getting that major donor, getting that foundation. All of these things arrive because of these 3 characteristics that I'm going to show you, and I'm going to walk you through them right now. I'm looking at my notes, which are on my website, catholicfundraiser.net. Jump over there. The link is right below this video. If you're not on my website right now, just jump over to catholicfundraiser.net and you can get the downloads that I'm going to be talking you through. And everything I'm talking about is there. So let's walk through the first characteristic of successful fundraising is you have to measure where you are today. So even if you want to raise $100,000, even if you want to raise $1 million, even if you want to raise $10 million, what you have to try and figure out is where you are today. Now, that just doesn't necessarily mean the number of donors that you have, but you also have to, and I'm reading from my notes, pray, reflect, and realign yourself with where you currently are with God and your mission. So this isn't just about, number of donors, money, etc. You want to know where you are today with your mission. And my recommendation is keep it simple. Keep all this information in a place that you can see where you are. Just say, what you're doing, how, why, etc. The who, what, when, where, and why. That's what you want to do. That's the first characteristic of successful fundraisers, is they know where they are today. Let's look at characteristic number 2. Now you have to measure where you want to go. So it's not enough just to say that you want to raise $100 million, but you have to also ask the questions. And again, I'm reading right from my notes that you can find on my website. How many new donors and donations will you need? How many new contacts? How often are you going to have to ask? So let's just go through an example. Very simple example. I'm helping an organization with raising just a simple $150,000 in 1 year. The question is do you want to do that? Do you want to do that in 1 month? Do you want to do that in 12 months? Do you want to do that in 6 months? So dividing that, if you do 6 months, I'm horrible with math. I'm going to guess, what is that? What is that number? 150 divided by 12. So yes, that's 1250. So you have to raise $12,500 a month. Or if you're only doing 6 months of fundraising, that means you have to pretty much raise $25,000 for 6 months. So you have to do the math. And also you have to figure out, well, how many donors is this going to be? What's your current average donation? If your current average donation, for example, with these people, this organization, I think it's about $50. So they need 3,000 donors. So you've got to measure where you want to go. I need to get 3,000 donors. Where you are today, meaning where is your mission? You do talk about donors, but not just that. But you also want to impact. You want to measure your impact. how many people you're going to want to help, and obviously how many donors you're going to need. So you need to measure. The book of Numbers, for example, is all about numbers. So numbers is in the Bible and is very biblical. The Trinity. Trinity is a number, so it's important. So number 2, you've got to measure where it is that you want to go. Okay? Now, characteristic number 3. Number 3. Take action. You've got to be working on your fundraising. Now, that doesn't mean you're fundraising every day, 24/7, etc. But you have to take action on numbers 1 and number 2. So number 1, where you are, keep looking at it. Keep looking at it. Okay, this is where I am, and this is where I want to go. And you have to link, I've got to get there. So you've got to continually take action. And that's why if you're not subscribed to CatholicFundraiser.net, I highly recommend that you do so every week. I share with you how to actually take action every week, just a little bit. You know, I'm not asking you to do full-fledged appeals, campaigns, finding new foundations, new major donors. That's not how I fundraise. I'm very smart about how I fundraise. I'm just always continually working towards my goal and fundraising along the way. So that's 1, 2, 3. These are the 3 characteristics that I'm seeing that other people are using to be successful in their fundraising. So I highly recommend that you take action, not tomorrow, but today. Take action in figuring out where you are today, where you want to be, write it all out, and then say, look, I'm going to start taking action. And one of the best ways that you can take action right now, if you're not enroll in CatholicFundraiser.net, subscribe to the website. You can also subscribe to the YouTube channel, but this is really going to help you. 1, 2, 3, very simple. I'm all about basics. I've got other things to do. The people that I'm working with have other things to do, and that means the mission, helping people, proclaiming the gospel, and just moving forward. So I hope that's been really helpful. Make sure to share this with a friend, comment right below, but do something. Do something to take action with your fundraising. God bless you, and I'll see you next week. If you enjoyed this video on fundraising, make sure to subscribe. Right over there, it's going to be somewhere. Also, if you just enjoyed the scenic views of Catholicism in France, make sure to subscribe as well. And just follow me along on learning how to fundraise and seeing the beauty of Catholicism in the south of France. Cheers. Santé.